Imagine a fortune right beneath your boots. You are hiking. You are tired. You see a rock. It is ugly. It is stained. It looks like industrial waste. You kick it, you move on. That was your $50,000 mistake. In the world of high-stakes prospecting, beauty is a lie. The most valuable treasures on this planet do not sparkle in the sun. Not at first. They are camouflaged. They are hidden by chemistry. They are ignored by 99% of people. But the 1%, the professionals, they know the ugly rock code. Today we're going to look at the 6. We go beyond the surface. We look for the signs of the fire. Welcome to Pro Gems. Let's descend into the dirt. Serpentinite, the greasy ghost. Now, move to the riverbed. Look for the slippery stone. It is green. It is waxy. It feels like soap. This is serpentinite. Common? Yes. Ugly? To most, yes. But serpentinite is the passport to the mantle. This rock shouldn't be on the surface. It belongs 30 miles down. It was pushed up by tectonic violence. It is the result of extreme pressure. But the serpentinite isn't the prize. It is the host. Inside the cracks of this greasy rock lives the demantoid garnet, the most expensive garnet in the world. More fire than a diamond, a vivid electric green. And why is it there? Because serpentinite is rich in chromium. Chromium is the paint of the earth. It makes the green pop. But there is more. Nephrite jade, the legendary stone of emperors. It doesn't grow in crystals. It grows in lenses inside serpentinite. It looks like a dull gray-green boulder until you cut it, until you see the fibrous strength inside. Most people walk over greasy green rocks and think algae. They are walking over jade. They are walking over garnets. They are walking over platinum. Yes, serpentinite is a primary indicator for platinum group metals. If you see a magnesium-rich green belt, stop. Check the contact zones, where the green rock meets the white rock. That contact is where the heat was highest. That is where the gems cooked. Nature is a chef, and serpentinite is her favorite pan. The psychology of the waxy find. Why do hikers miss jade? Because raw jade looks like a river stone. It has a skin, a cortex. It hides its beauty, but try to break it. Jade is tougher than steel. If you hit a green rock and your hammer bounces back, if the rock doesn't shatter, you didn't find a stone. You found a unit of wealth. In the market, a single boulder of nephrite can sell for $5,000, just for the carving potential. And yet, thousands of people walk past them every weekend. They are looking for sparkle. They should be looking for wax. Squirrel's tourmaline, the black sentinel. Look at this black rod. It looks like a piece of charcoal. It is brittle. It has no play of color. This is black tourmaline, commonly known as squirrel. To a casual collector, it's a budget crystal. To a pro prospector, it is a heat map. Squirrel is the smoke. And where there is smoke, there is a pocket. Tourmaline grows in pegmatites, giant grained granite. But the black stuff is the border. It grows on the outside of the gem zone. As you dig, as the squirrel crystals get bigger, something happens. The chemistry shifts. The iron leaves the system. The black turns to pink, or blue, or green. If you find a vein of black rods in a white rock, follow it. Dig deeper. You are at the wall of a cathedral. Behind that wall is a hollow space, a vug. Inside that vug, aquamarine, morganite, kunite, giant crystals the size of your arm, protected for 50 million years. But 99% of people see the black rods and say, it's just black rock. They don't realize it's the security guard for a treasure room. They turn around, they go home, and they leave the blue fire for those who know the code. The pocket strategy. How do you find the room? Look for leech lines. Look for graphic granite. It looks like ancient writing on the rock. If you see writing and you see black rods, the earth is telling you a story. It's telling you that the pressure was perfect. It's telling you that the liquid was rich. It's telling you to keep digging. Most miners give up 3 feet too early. They see the black and get bored. They don't realize the pink is 6 inches away. Persistence is the difference between a rock hound and a pro. The halfway mark, we have covered the rust, the grease, the shadow, but we haven't even touched the most common rocks, the ones in your driveway, the ones that hold the eternal fire, diamonds, opals, native silver. They are hiding in the rocks you think are concrete. They are hiding in the rocks that smell. In part 2, we go into the deep deception. We look at the rocks that look like chalk, and we reveal why your backyard might be a Kimberlite pipe. Don't move. The hunt is just getting started. I'm Pro Gems, and the earth is about to open up. Conglomerate, the boring concrete. Look at this. It looks like a mess. It looks like someone took a bunch of river pebbles and glued them together with dried mud. Geologists call it conglomerate. In the mining camps of South Africa, they call it something else, the banket. And it is responsible for the greatest gold rush in human history. Most people see pudding stone. They think it's just a decorative rock for a garden. But think about the physics. A conglomerate is a time capsule of an ancient river. Millions of years ago, massive floods moved everything: silt, sand, boulders, and the heaviest element of all, gold. Gold is lazy. It doesn't like to swim. It sinks to the bottom of the riverbed and gets trapped between the large cobbles. Then over eons, the river dries up. The weight of the earth presses down. The mud turns to stone. The result? A rock made of other rocks, with placer gold locked inside the matrix. The Witwatersrand in South Africa? It's a conglomerate. It has produced over 40% of all the gold ever mined on Earth. Let that sink in. Next time you see a chunky rock with rounded pebbles stuck inside, don't look at the pebbles. Look at the cement holding them together. If that cement is dark or smells like sulfur when struck, you might be holding the keys to the vault. The hidden geometry. How do you test it? You don't just look, you crush. Professional prospectors take samples of ugly conglomerate. They pulverize it, they pan the dust. Because the gold isn't always a nugget. Sometimes it's flour gold, invisible to the naked eye. But 1,000 tons of invisible gold is still $1 billion. Ghassan, the rusty liar. Look at this stone. It is dark. It is porous. It looks like a piece of burnt wood or a rusted car part. Most people call it scoria or lava rock. They are wrong. This is Ghassan. In professional mining, we call it the iron hat. Why? Because it sits on top of a kingdom. Imagine a massive vein of copper or silver or gold deep underground. Over millions of years, water seeps down. Oxygen follows. A chemical war begins. The metals bleed. The sulfur leaches away. But the iron stays behind. It oxidizes. It turns red. It turns orange. It creates a cap, a protective scab over the wealth below. If you find a wall of this rusty rock in a canyon, do not look at the rust. Look at the boxwork. See those tiny hollow squares? Those used to be crystals. Crystals of pyrite. Crystals of chalcopyrite. The crystals are gone. But the gold they once held? Gold does not dissolve in rainwater. It is heavy. It stays in the hat. It settles into the bottom of those tiny holes. You aren't looking at a rock. You are looking at a natural filter. A filter that has been collecting gold for 10 million years. Break it open. Use your loupe. Look for the wire gold hiding in the pores. Most people see a dirty stone. The pro sees a signpost, and the signpost says, "Dig here," the science of the boxwork. Why does this happen? It's about specific gravity. Iron is light compared to gold. When the acid eats the rock, the iron stays as a skeleton. This is the geometry of wealth. If the holes are angular, that means the original mineral was sulfide, and sulfides are the best friends of gold. If you find Ghassan in a quartz region, you have found a mother lode. But there is a trick, a false Ghassan. Sometimes iron just stains a rock. How do you tell the difference? Wait, a true Ghassan feels hollow but substantial. It has a metallic ring when struck. It doesn't crumble like clay. It stands firm. It is the survivor of the mountain. Sulfides and blue ground, the rotten egg. This next one is a warning and a promise. You find a rock. It's heavy, it's dull gray. And when you crack it open, it smells like a literal swamp. Rotten eggs, sulfur. Most people drop it and wash their hands. Gross, they say. Wealth, the pro says. This is Kimberlite, or its cousin, lamproite. This is the blue ground. It isn't pretty. It looks like blue-gray clay that's been baked in an oven. But Kimberlite is a volcanic pipe. It is an elevator from the center of the earth. It travels from 100 miles deep at supersonic speeds. And it brings guess, diamonds. Diamonds do not grow in the crust. They grow in the hellish heat of the mantle. Kimberlite is the only thing that brings them to the surface fast enough that they don't turn into graphite. If you find a patch of soft, bluish-green rock in a field of hard granite, you are standing on a pipe. You are standing on the source. Most people are looking for the big hole in Kimberley. They forget that the big hole started as a small patch of rotten blue dirt, ignored by everyone, until one man looked closer. The clue in the soil, look at the plants. Seriously, Kimberlite is rich in magnesium and potassium. In a dry landscape, the blue ground often has different vegetation, greener grass, specific types of shrubs. The earth is flagging the treasure for you. The rock is ugly because it is out of place. It's an alien from the deep. Treat it with respect. Common opal potch, the desert trash. Finally, the ultimate deception. You are in the desert. The sun is brutal. You see a white chalky rock. It looks like a piece of dried bone or a chunk of discarded plaster. You ignore it. It's just potch. Common opal. It has no play of color, no flashes of red or blue. It's worthless to a jeweler. But to a miner, potch is the holy grail. Why? Because precious opal doesn't grow in a vacuum. It grows in seams, and 95% of an opal seam is the ugly common stuff. The potch is the path. If you find a vein of white waxy rock cutting through sandstone, you follow it. You follow it until the chemistry changes, until the silica spheres align perfectly, until the trash suddenly turns into a black opal worth $10,000 a carat. Most people see dry clay. The master sees the end of the rainbow. In places like Coober Pedy or Lightning Ridge, entire fortunes were found by following a worthless white line in the dirt. They called them madmen until they showed the world what was hiding behind the white mask. The pro's mandate. So, 6 rocks, rust, grease, shadow, pudding, blue ground, and chalk. None of them belong on a necklace. None of them look expensive, and that is exactly why they are still there, waiting for you. The Pro Gems philosophy is simple. Stop looking with your eyes. Start looking with your mind. The earth doesn't give away her secrets easily. She wraps them in rags. She hides them in the mud. She tests your patience. But for those who study, for those who learn the technical signs of the hunt, the world is no longer made of dirt. It is made of potential. It is made of invisible fortune. Next time you are on a hike, next time you are in your backyard, stop, pick up that ugly rock. Ask yourself one question: what are you hiding? You might not like the answer. You might love it. The final step. Knowledge is the first tool. The hammer is the second, but the eye is the most important. We are building a community of the 1%, those who see the fire in the rust. If you are ready to stop walking over wealth, hit that subscribe button, join the hunt, because the next stone you kick could be the one that changes everything. I'm Pro Gems, and we are just scratching the surface. Until next time, keep your eyes on the ground and your mind on the prize.